maybe like a minute or so before it shows up on YouTube.
Yeah, George probably sleeping. Called him, man. The whole crew, no exception. Doesn't matter if you got 20 years in or not. You got everybody's got to go to work tomorrow. The pouring a highway. I guess they're when you're doing that, you got deadlines and stuff to deal with.
Yep. Hey, so we are live. It just went live.
You're live, by the way.
Yeah, it just went live. What's up, Seabird? How you been, man?
Pretty good, sir. Pretty good. Not the Uncle Dickie show.
Yeah, not the Uncle Dickie show. That's what I called it last time. He didn't go live, so I hopped on, and I think we were on for like 4 hours.
Trumpet should shut up. He was doing good, but
Hey,
the
we're live.
more he talks, uh,
64 is doable. What's up, man? Look at that.
that cracks me up every time I see that.
Yeah,
Someone said who that was before, and I don't remember
I
who
gotta.
it was.
I just have to go click over to their channel, see what their content, and then their email and all that. I can probably figure it out.
What's up, 64s?
Anybody else in the chat? Oh, there's 6 people watching us. Okay.
Right there.
Let me see. Let me load up YouTube on here. So I'll see.
Mr. David Hernandez.
What's up, David?
Bam Bam.
Hey, what's up, Bam Bam? All right, so we're set for tomorrow then, right? For Green Gun the Mexican.
Yeah, I still have not checked to see if I have that. I'm gonna do it right now. As a matter of fact, make sure I have that thing. I should have it.
If not, I think I have it on my iPad.
What's up, Terry? Let me check real quick. I'm almost positive I saved it. My saved pictures.
All right. If not, I'm pretty sure I have it. I tend to save all those just because. Hey, Daddy Dutch, what's up, man? Are you home?
What's up, Kent? I think he is. I think someone's supposed to remind him to take his food out of the freezer. El Gringo, Mexican.
And the other Mexican.
What's this one? Nope, not that one.
Let me go get my tablet and I'll email it to you. So give me a minute.
Save that thing.
What's up, Russ?
What's up, Russ? I don't throw away stuff like that.
Hey, Russ, I can send you the link if you want to get on.
I got the child thing there.
Cool. Yeah, I'll send it to you in a bit. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't see it. I thought for sure I still had it.
All right, hold on. Let me invite Russ to this.
Yeah, I'll say Russ. Are you saying okay?
Yeah, let me just get to his social. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I got him.
Beep beep. Yeah, I don't see it, Simon. I could have sworn I had that.
All right, Russ. I sent it to your Facebook and Messenger, so you should have it there.
You probably gonna have to email it.
Let me know if I need to email it because I'll go ahead and email it to you then.
He's old school like me.
I think he's a lot better off a computer than you are.
Yeah, that's no lie.
Let me go get my tablet. I'll be right back.
All right. Hello, people. How are you? What's up, Mr. Madwood? I don't know if I missed you or not. First time. Got home an hour ago. Did you remember to take your competition meats out of the freezer? Dutch. Troy V, I can't figure out when I package stuff why your packages are always thicker than everybody else's. It's dumbfounding. So we're going to have the Gringo and the Mexican will still air tomorrow, but it'll be Gringo and the other Mexican tomorrow. George, yeah, Simon's the other Mexican. He always jumps in whenever you need him. That's just Simon's nature. But George is getting called in at 2:00 in the morning to start pouring a section of highway or something. So anybody that can drive a cement truck has got to report at 2 a.m. Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other Mexican.
Yeah, I know.
I'll send it to you right now.
I got two for George and I. I know I saved that thing.
Well, get another one.
I just can't find it. I've saved it where I can't find it. That's all.
Well,
wait till you get older. You can do that. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing because my mom's doing that. Her dementia. She puts stuff away for safekeeping.
Yeah, it's terrible. I'll put this here. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Where did I put that at?
Do it every day.
Yeah.
I had to stop. I've been at my youngest son's house. It's kind of like a housewarming. We did 4 sacks of crawfish over there.
Ooh.
And Derek, my oldest son, he brought me back here because my youngest son come and got me, but he'd been drinking. I said, no, I'll let Derek bring me back, but I forgot my key, so we had to pull by her workplace and get her key. And after I let myself in, I'm like, damn, what did I do with her key? You know, I laid it right here, but yeah. I couldn't remember.
Check your email,
Rena?
I just sent
it. Franco's doing. Did you see that Gringo and a Texican?
Yeah.
Franco's doing 2 sacks of crawfish today.
Really? Yeah, he bought way too many, man. And I'm like, good God, I'm looking. He had a pretty good amount of people there, but not that many. Probably about 20. I said, dude, 2 sacks would have been plenty. And so I brought me back 2 1-gallon things, and everybody's taking it home with them. They'll be good for, till tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
Didn't realize my nightbot was working. I didn't turn it on. It just.
What's up, Mike?
Mike, what's up?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for the crawfish.
I didn't even know Randy was going on a live with him.
They'll be going out of season here at the end of the month. So one last one, man. It's been hot down here. I don't know about y'all, but this summertime has kicked in.
Yep. I was cooking outside today, and it's I'm undercover, so I got a nice breeze. But right next to that cooker, man, ooh, it's warm.
Yeah, we were in the shade, but I'm still just sitting there sweating. Like, good God, it's hot out here. We popped up a canopy to put the pots under, and had a little crawfish table off the side. It was in the shade, but it ain't that bad. July and August to be worse, but it's getting there.
What's up, Guggen? I just sent you a message. What's up, Quint? Yeah, it got these past 2 days were our hottest days so far. And it was like almost 80 yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know what today's high. It's definitely up in the 80s, closer to the 90s, I would imagine.
NBL.
Let's see.
We've had a blessed summer so far. I'm not complaining.
What's up, Ben?
Oh my God, it's the leprechaun.
What's up?
What did you do today on the food truck?
Yeah, I'm just getting home and out the shower.
Well, it's only 79 degrees, but it is 9 o'clock at night. But it says here it feels like 83 with the humidity 70%. Let me see what the high was today.
It's 82 currently. It feels like 88.
Jeez, I'm grateful. We've got 80, 82 Tuesday, possibly.
I don't guess it was as warm as what it felt like. Like I said, once we get into July and August, we'll be 95 to 100 every day.
Yeah.
Actual temperature.
Mine says 66 and clear.
Oh
It
man.
actually cooled down tonight after the sun went down.
Yeah, it's getting
Yeah.
real cool out there now. I wish that I had everything opened up, but I have screens in the windows in this building. So if I open it up, with all the lights on, I'm gonna get every bug in the neighborhood.
Yeah. When I was growing up back in the 60s, my parents would buy these light bulbs and they were called bug lights. I don't know if it was supposed to repel them or attract them. It didn't work, whatever it was for.
Yeah, you see those yellow lights on everybody's porch.
Yeah, bug lights.
Yeah,
I don't know what they were supposed to do, but
I
now
like
they
the
got.
zappers.
Oh yeah, this is way
Yeah.
before the bug zapper days. We're talking about when I was just a little kid, at my parents' house.
what's up, Eric?
Hey man.
I thought wasn't Eric supposed to go on vacation too? Chris, I thought Eric was on vacation, or maybe he's
Oh.
back now,
I don't know.
or maybe he hadn't left yet, for that matter.
I've been on vacation for the last year and a half.
Yeah, I saw that pickled shrimp. That's got
Oh,
my
man.
curiosity up. Man, that's got my curiosity up a lot.
My wife absolutely loves those, and she brought some into work, and that woman that works with her said it was better than sex. I'm like, I just laughed. So I don't know about that, but it's pretty damn good.
What's up, Rick?
It's like a marinated shrimp. You're kind of up north, Lance. You ever had pickled herring?
There, it is around here, but I've never had it.
Never had it. First time I
Yeah.
ever had it was last July in 22 up there at Jeff's place. He loves them. He buys them, and it's similar to the pickled herring, but a little. But it's different because it's shrimp. It's similar though. It's reminiscent of it.
Well, you acknowledged that other recipe I stumbled across. It just fell in my. I'm sort of kind of think it's a theme all of a sudden, because there's one that I sent to you yesterday,
Yeah.
and when I
that
went
looks
back on Facebook today, there was another one that was alike that, not the same, but alike, that I sent to Craig behind the garage.
That's because of the algorithm. Facebook's seeing you look at that, so they're feeding you more of the same thing.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, it was Facebook. It was Facebook on it.
Yeah, Facebook. I can go right now and look at anything. I guarantee when I get back to Facebook, there it'll be.
Yeah.
But,
Both of them look really good.
What up?
What's up, Randy?
I'll tell you something else. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. When I go to Facebook, it's picking up from what I watched on YouTube. The algorithm. I've been watching a lot of gun videos and channels, subscribing to some, and now every time I go to Facebook, boy, I'm just fed all these ads to buy this, buy that. It's like, geez.
Yeah. I have a couple for
What's up, Randy? What's
I have a
up,
couple for the old Smoky
Guys,
on Facebook.
Yeah. Now I've been crashing bass fishing lately, past few days.
You're probably
Actually-
getting fed a lot of that then on Facebook too.
Yeah.
It picks it up, man. They don't care. They track where you go unless you turn all that off.
Yeah.
Cookies.
Cookie.
Hey Russ, so this week you released a video where you were showing the snake method and stuff like that. Your way.
I did.
Yeah, well, it came across Facebook.
Oh yeah. That's an old video that I did.
Yeah.
That's a couple years old. That's on the Weber kettle. Yeah.
Why
Hey,
was the
man.
fire blurred out?
Huh?
Why was
Oh.
the fire blurred out?
That's when I was with Jelly Smack. Anything that Facebook can potentially ping you on, and they have a policy against open fire and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
they blur that out. I get all kind of comments, and it's
Yeah, there was a few of us asking.
Yeah, I answered it on a few comments. I don't
Yeah.
comment on there much because
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't go in there too much, but I do occasionally. I get pissed
One
off.
thing I was thinking though is the focus for your camera. Like
Yeah.
maybe the focus was going to the fire or something.
No, it had nothing to do with the camera. That same video is on YouTube in its full version. That was a re-edit done through this media company, and they did that. And I don't
Okay.
want to tell people that. I'm just like, it's a Facebook policy thing,
Okay.
and that's all it is.
Right on.
And every now and then in my YouTube video, I'd say, "Now we're going to add some beer," and they'll burp out my beer. They'll just like beep. I'm like,
Huh.
really? So
Yeah.
I kind of pay attention to that. Now I'm editing all those videos, and I'm not as stickler as they are, but I am covering my butt. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Because the last thing you want is some sort of strike against you. So,
Right.
but yeah, that's all it is.
Selling cooking paradise.
Good to know.
Yeah, that's whole content.
No open flame. Thanks.
Well, I mean, it's something to do with fire in their policy. Like
Right.
what do they call these people that burn stuff down? Arsonists, or whatever.
Right.
But so I guess they're just being extra careful. Me personally, I wouldn't have a problem showing a flame. I'm sitting there grilling, But
Right.
and what's crazy, it really depends on the editor. Some of the stuff they would do that, and other stuff they would let slide. It really depends on who edited that video. They got a whole team of them, And
one of our moderators dropped the link for Zelen Cooking Paradise.
hello, host. What now?
You got lots of blue wrenches, Simon. You should be able to.
All they gotta do is type yes.
No, hashtag yes.
Yeah, that particular video on
Hey, Mike.
on YouTube did pretty good. It's not as good on Facebook, mainly because they cut so much of it out. But on Facebook, that video's gotten over 500,000. I know, maybe more than that.
Wow.
Damn.
That's more than all my videos
I'm
together.
looking at like 126 views. I'm thinking, hell yeah.
I'll look and see where it's at. Let's see. That's
I got,
probably 2.5 years old.
1,300 views on a short a week ago. I was happy for that.
Right. I had just hit the 250,000 mark since 2016. Usually people are like, "Oh, yeah."
There it is, right there. 650,000 in 2 years.
Jeez,
So,
crumbiny.
yeah, I wish they all did that, but that's in my top videos right there.
I was looking at Simon's pepper harvest video. I said, good Lord.
1,300 views.
Up there.
Yeah, what does a gay horse say? Hey.
Hey. I did today's event. It was a graduation party, and freaking house is huge. You could see it over on Facebook, part of the house, and it's a guy, a local guy that does commercials, for his company. The deals are so good, and I didn't want to be all fanboy on him and stuff, so I played it off like I didn't know who he was, but I recognized him, you know what I mean, from the local commercials and stuff. And so after they paid, and the wife, she gave me the credit card. I said, "Hey, is your husband the one on the commercials?" And she was like, "Yes." And then the other guy that was there was like, "Yeah, that's the other guy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I knew." I said, I didn't want to. Hey, can I get a picture with you? I could imagine, because he put his kids. It's like one of those dealerships, how they always put their little ones in there, and you watch them grow up, and next thing you know, they own the car lot, and they're still doing commercials or local windows or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quint's son works. One of his boys works at a dealership. You all see the commercial they put out. It was cool. Children were involved, young children.
Little Jack was in that car and everything.
Yeah, that was a cool video. I like that.
That hair is starting to come back out, Randy.
You like that?
Yeah, it's
You
starting to
want
come back out.
Yeah, for fucking like $200, I'll shave it again.
Yeah, you can't charge 500 this time. You ain't got as much hair.
Okay, let me
Half
help you
off.
out. Here, let me help you out. Where is it?
I was supposed to get it cut tonight, man, but Chrissy said I got a big ass gash on top of my head from work, man. And I stood up and that fucking stainless steel thing hit me on top of the head, and then I ducked and I fucking went again and I hit that 400-degree preheat. I got a big ass scab on top of my head.
Somewhere right about the top of my head, I got a scar that was stitched up years ago, man. It's back in the 80s. We wore soft hoods, you know, without hard hats back in them days. They allowed it. Now you got to wear a hard hat. And I took my hood off, I threw it down, and I stood up. And there was some temporary scaffolding up above me on the inside of a compartment, and they use angle iron, and they didn't round the corners, nothing, just sharp edges. I come
Yeah.
up, bam! I mean, it felt like I cracked my skull, and all of a sudden, blood just starts covering my face. And, you know, like everybody, like, dude, you better get to the hospital.
this shit. I put that rag on top of my head like that. And I looked, and I didn't even see no blood. And then she told me today, she was like, "What happened to the top of your head?" I was like, "Well, I guess I hit it on that fucking sharp ass stainless steel."
Oh man, I'll never forget that because they had to shoot me up with Novocaine before they stitched me, and God, it brought tears in my eyes. That was so painful, you know.
Yeah,
They had to shave my head. I actually had hair back in them days. They had to shave a big bald spot in my head.
Yeah, I think
didn't
that's
matter.
when you lose your hair, it's like you don't have that, you know, those cat whiskers on top of your head.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're getting close to something, you just tear the hell out of your head. I've teared up all the time doing construction work.
Yeah. Yeah. We worked on them ships, and them electricians would pull all that big cable through them passageways, and it was hanging low. And when you're wearing a hard hat, you know, you got that bill on there, you can't really see. I have racked my head. I think that's what's wrong with my neck today is racking my head into that stuff over the years. Just man, just about knock you out when you hit it. You know, it's like damn.
I'm in a fab shop right now, so they don't require hard hats. So I'm out there just open head. They require, you know, gloves, steel toe boots, and safety glasses. They don't require hard hats. So I'm inside that thing with no hard hat. This is the few job I've been on that doesn't require a hard hat.
Yeah, because
Franco's.
Was that?
Randy, ask if Randy made the Franco's today after work.
Yeah, I didn't get off till like fucking 4:30, dude. I didn't even call him. I knew he was probably done by now.
Yeah. What's up, John?
Yeah, I worked in the pipe shop, you know, as a foreman for 4 years, and then I went back on my tools, and I stayed in there another 6 to 8 months, and that's when I left. But at any rate, we had to wear hard hats in there. I'm looking up, I'm like, well, what's going to fall on us? We did each weld out boot's got a jib crane where you pull the pipe in, but it's at your waist. You know, you can bring it up or down, and you slide it over here to the turntable. You position it, get some rollers under it, and you know, it's like so stupid.
Damn, Lep, you're lit up over there back in your background. You changed the light bulbs in that ceiling fan or what?
No, I have a bald spot because I'm old as dirt, and you know, hey, hair today, gone tomorrow. What can I say?
I wasn't knocking you, bro. I knew you was good. But.
Usually I have it off. That's the light for the stairs.
Oh
yeah. So I could see what I'm falling down.
Yeah, grass don't grow on the playground, Rick.
What's up, John? How you doing, man?
I forgot that John was from around here by me. Whenever I mentioned that I had bought that shit from Stark Brothers, he had said he got some meat from there before. I forgot that John was from over here on the east side of Houston, down south Texas. You know,
Oh, I thought he was Louisiana.
he might
Unless
be from
that
there.
was
He knows where I'm from for sure.
okay. Maybe that was. Is there another? There's another John. I was thinking one of them was from Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, yeah.
Hey, Randy, I was watching a video 2 days ago, I think, on these the Taurus judge and the Smith and Wesson governor, and they were showing shooting some 410 buckshot through there, only at 25 feet. Man, that sucker spread out. He wouldn't hit nothing. That made me take him out. I'm just shooting 45 long coat. Now, when he did the 45 long coat, he was right in the head, man, every time. Like, there we go.
Yeah. They make a Hornaday. Hornaday makes a PDX-1 bullet, so it's got buckshot and steel balls in it.
Yeah, it's got the little slug or whatever with two balls behind it.
Right.
And that he actually shot one of them, and it did have a little bit tighter pattern, you know. But just watching them, like, I'm getting those two. I only got 5 shots without having to reload. I'm like, I want to make these shots count, you know. If somebody's trying to come through your car, yeah, you got them, you know. But if you're having to shoot at any distance at all, you're more than likely going to miss them.
Yeah. I mean, but normally, I'm gonna tell you like now. I'm gonna tell you like this, Russ. When shit happens, it's gonna happen close.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's perfect. You don't got to rack it. You don't got to do nothing. Just pull the fucking trigger. Pull the trigger. You notice that gun doesn't have a safety on it. You know.
Nope, the safety just don't pull the trigger.
Best safety ever.
Yeah. Oh, I love the gun, but I don't think I'm gonna run 410 unless I had to, you know. Just keep it at 45 long coat, a lot more accuracy. I'm running Hornady. That's what these are. They got the little little plastic thing right in the center of it.
Hold on, make
that
little plug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to make it spread. That's to keep it from getting a lot of like. If you shoot somebody with like a heavy coat or like a blue jean jacket, it'll go through that without spreading.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a laugh earlier when Devil Dog was shouting out all the barbecue channels. He said something about when he shouts or shares them out, something like that, he's going to have to put like a rating beside each channel.
Yeah.
So if it's like a PG or R rating or something like that.
Who's going to put an R rating on my channel?
There's ours.
Yeah.
It made me think about earlier when you're clicking on and off, and I was just, because Randy said, you know, something about, I guess he's going to get a R rating or something from Devil Dog, and Randy was saying something to the effect, you know, we're just having fun and just good, honest fun. But he's right. I mean, there's a lot of church-going people in the communities that they have following them that could be offended by a bunch of cussing, but.
Oh yeah, so he does have that. So look, I had Devil Dog's show playing on my phone, and I was on Lewis's live, and Simon was on there, and I'm responding back to like people in the chat, and I wasn't even paying attention. So, like out of the blue on Devil Dog's live is like, hey, what's up, Maria? We're drinking vodka. Fuck them shots. I don't know what the hell I typed on because I wasn't even looking. I was just over here typing away on my phone, and I forgot that it was on Devil Dog's live, and I'm responding.
I was reading this comment from Eastwood Farm. He said the judge is much smaller than the governor. It's really not much smaller.
It's a nice big size gun.
That's a pretty good sized gun. This is 9 inches from here to here. It's too big to conceal. I could not conceal that easily.
No.
It's definitely heavy. It's got some weight to it. This one does. Randy's probably don't. The public defender, you got that polymer in
there. I can't have bitch in my pocket.
Russ, do you have to conceal it in your state, or can you carry it open?
I can carry it open or concealed in this state. Permitless concealed carry or permitless open carry. I carried it today. We're going over there to Chad's, and he wasted 3 more of my bullets. I said, dude, you're going to have to buy me a box of ammo.
What about your shotgun? Have you shot that yet, Russ?
I've shot it once over at Derek's, and it's over here in the closet. I put a laser on that. I think I told y'all about that. I put that, and I would not sight in a rifle or anything with like a laser bore. I mean, it'd get you in the ballpark. It'd get you on the paper, but from there I would fine tune it. But with a shotgun, as long as I know I can point at 25 foot anywhere in this house, I think I sighted in at 25 foot. I'm good. If I shoot closer than that, the beam's gonna be about that much higher than the barrel, and if I go beyond 25, it's gonna start dropping below it. But you're gonna hit him or her or
Right.
whatever.
It's gonna be a
It's gonna leave a nasty, nasty, nasty.
We don't discriminate here.
No. So, and the reason I did that is because I don't want to have to sit there and throw up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people shooting from the hip, they can't hit crap. They always shoot high. But if you got that dot on them, you're gonna hit it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that shotgun racking that in the dark. It don't matter who you are, how big your balls are.
Yeah.
Make you think about their next move.
Yeah.
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 Yep. All right. Whoops.
Yep. That is so true.
This
Unless they're
guy,
all
he'd be
strung
like,
out on dope and just like, oh, you want to play, huh?
we
Yeah,
watched
until you
it.
Back.
Turn this into gumbo.
I tell you one thing, man. Buckshot, even though I'm shooting 2 3/4, it'll hold 3-inch. It'll chamber 3-inch. It'll eject 3-inch, no problem. But that 2 3/4, when you want this end of it, I would not want to be on the front end of it, not at close range.
I heard
Hey.
4 inches is average.
Huh? Yeah, 4
I heard
inches is
4
average.
inches is average.
Ask Chris.
Hey, Russ, I didn't mean I didn't mean to blow no smoke up your ass whenever I commented on your video with them them shrimp. But, I was just
Oh,
saying.
yeah. Well, I thought about what you said. Like, I think Kent said it first about putting gator shake on there, and it's like it ain't that kind of dish. It's got to be specific. It's a specific recipe, and that would just alter it too much. It wouldn't be the same thing when you're done.
Yeah, no, I would definitely want to. I definitely want to try that. I mean, I'm not gonna alter your recipe. I want to try it. But I see when you commented back to me, I was like, shit. I hope Russ didn't think I was trying to
No, it was just I was just saying I don't know. I don't think I would do that. Is what I was saying. I wouldn't put any kind of rub or nothing like that. It's got to be some sort of a pickling spice, and the crab boil I showed in that video, a lot of it is pickling spice. Like with the bay leaf, the coriander, and the allspice, and different herbs like that, and it even got a little dill in it. It don't taste like a dill pickle. So my wife's telling some guy at work, she goes, "Oh, you got to try these. They're so good." He goes, "Pickled shrimp." Because it's not what you think.
Everybody said that shit to me too. Everybody like pickled shrimp.
Actually, it should be called marinated shrimp because that's really what it is, But it's actually a thing here in the South, more so towards Georgia and the Carolinas. But there's a chef here in Mississippi, and I can't think of his name, but he's got a real popular recipe on pickled shrimp.
Can somebody drop that person's link right there? The one that's pinned right now.
What about him?
You guys listening?
Drop your link.
Bubby Adventures. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Send your name to me. I like their logo. It's got the YouTube play button in the wheel.
I thought you had Nightbot. I thought you put
Yeah,
hashtag.
but he's saying listening while working, so he might not be actually in the. Oh, there he is.
There's no better way to make your butt pucker faster. You got that right. I shot it over there at Derek's, and he's got that porch where he shoot our videos out, and I was standing right beside it. Man, it echoed back through there. That some gun was loud.
Please type hashtag yes in the chat, and so you can drop your link, and so we can subscribe to your channel.
Yeah, I did it, but I can't post it because MBL got it.
Yeah.
Are you
I
the
can't post. That aggravates the shit out of me. You can't post nothing.
Hold on, let me see if you're a mod on my channel.
I am, but I can't. I got to go to my phone or second device if I want to do anything.
Okay.
I got this fucking three-legged dog over here running around by me.
You could pull it up on your computer. You just gotta mute it, to where you're not getting that echo.
How do you decipher that sound?
It's like
You only get 3 paws clicking.
you heard it, right? Nah, he's looking for his mama. Bailey has a babysitting job tonight, so she's babysitting somebody's kid. And so we gotta babysit her dog.
So how's school going with her? Are they out? Your Texas schools out?
Yeah.
Well, she's not. Yeah, she's not out, dude. Today, hey, I ain't gonna bullshit. Today on that little thing we have, she's doing homeschool on the computer. She did 4 weeks. She did 4 weeks worth of work today, just on the computer. Because you can learn at your own progress. You can go take the final test. You can do whatever, She did four weeks. What they were doing 4 weeks, she did today on the computer.
Right. I didn't. Would you say she put it on a video? Y'all put it on a video?
No, it's all on. It's all on the computer. Yeah, it's all online.
I saw a picture of Christy and her son.
Yeah.
He looks just like her. That was on Facebook.
I told her if she could finish her schoolwork, like this summer, and then be back on track to be a 10th grader, not have to repeat the 9th grade again, like get everything done. Her birthday's in October. She'll turn 16. I told her I'd buy her a car. So
damn.
Yeah, so she's got, driver's education and all that shit to do, but
yeah,
she's pretty good. She's pretty good at doing all that shit. So I mean, I've been looking. So if anybody's got a good car for a 16-year-old first car, I'm not buying her nothing special. I was thinking about buying her like a Volkswagen Jetta or like a Chevy S10. She's definitely getting a fucking standard. All bullshit aside, I think that everybody should learn how to drive a standard before you get into an automatic.
I agree. I did. My first
get her
car
diesel. They don't go. Get her a little diesel Beetle or Jetta or something. They don't go fast.
Dude, I'm talking about she's gonna have to learn how to switch gears before she gets into an automatic transmission. And plus, that'll keep her off her phone. Like you can't use your phone if you have to use your.
Yeah,
that is
my
true.
first car
that
was
is very true.
My first car was a '69 notchback Mustang, and it was a 3-speed Saginaw transmission. And I think my first 3 cars were standard transmissions.
Dude, I always drove a standard transmission, so I was old enough to afford my own car. But another thing too is like you're not gonna let your friends drive your car if it's a standard. You know what I mean?
They won't unless they know, but otherwise.
Yeah, more likely they don't. Dude, I'm telling you, like fucking finding somebody that knows how to drive a standard nowadays is like it's a hidden art. They look at a stick shift and like, how the fuck do I work this?
Yeah.
Yep.
But
or a telephone
first
that
was
you
a
got to actually
74, 1974 Vega hatchback. It was a manual shift.
I had a 75 Vega hatchback.
It's all right.
I bought it used. I had it a year, and I sold it to my cousin, female. She's getting ready to go to college. I sold it to her. Then my next car was a Camaro, 1976. I bought it brand new, and it was also a 3-speed. Now, later, a couple of years later, I ended up putting a Muncie 4-speed in there with the Hearst shifter, and I put headers on it. I put a new camshaft with hydraulic lifters, not the solid lifters. Yeah. And did that. I just hopped it up because it was a low compression engine, but right. It did decent after I got through it all that for what it was. Good old days, man.
She's getting a manual transmission before she ever gets behind the wheel of a automatic transmission.
They got to pay attention.
She's actually drove her mom's car, so she's been, her mom had a Lexus what is it, 350 ES or something like that. And she drove that, and she thinks she's like, I can drive, Daddy, I can drive. I'm like, man, you drove a fucking Lexus. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't learned how to drive yet. You're gonna learn how to drive whenever you hit that corner and have to downshift to second gear, and then
Yeah.
shift it back up, and yeah, that's when you learn how to drive.
my dad had his own business, and I worked in that business until I was probably in my young 20s, and I learned how to weld. That's because he was getting ready to retire. But all them years, every truck he had was, matter of fact, he had a 1 ton flatbed. That was our main truck for doing chain link and privacy fence. And it had a granny gear in it. Just if you had a lot of load, just to get you kind of rolling, then you could go through the motions of the gears. But he had a pickup truck that we used for awnings and patio covers, and it had that H pattern: reverse, first, second, third on the column.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
I drove all of them. I mean, that's all we ever drove back then. It was all standard trannies.
My
Dude,
Chevy, my
go
Chevy
ahead.
C10 was a had a granny gear in it. Man, that thing would slap your head against the rear window if you weren't careful.
I mean, it's
Yep.
just for just kind of get out of the gate with it, and then you're doing the other shifting after that.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned how to drive with a standard, and then I remember the truck that I used to drive. It was a farm truck, and it had three.
Oh, we lost.
Oh,
Dang,
And just like that.
you just whoosh right in the middle of something too.
Yeah, I think his battery died.
yeah.
All right, he'll be back.
So from 15 to 18, I worked fast food, and 18, I had like one factory job, and that didn't go nowhere. So my uncle was like, "Hey, new upcoming uh, radiator, gas tank, like company was being built, and they needed delivery drivers. They had two trucks, Chevy S10, Ford F-150. Both were stick. So I had lied and said, "Yeah, I know how to. Yeah, I know how to." Man, pulling out, reverse. And then I put it in. I put it in first gear. I tell you what, though, the first hill that you come to, that's when you learn how to drive that motherfucker. So I didn't know how to keep it, the clutch going and just to stay there,
Yeah,
Man, I waited for the light to turn green. I let the car go in front of me a little bit, and I was like, pop that clutch. First gear all the way up the hill.
I'll tell you one good thing about a standard, man. We'd wake up every now and then, have a dead battery, and we would turn the ignition on, get somebody to push us, in neutral. Then we'd jump in there and put it in gear and pop the clutch, vroom, fire it up.
I was a driver in my dad's truck when that happened to him one time. He and my brother and my mom pushed, and I was in the driver's seat getting it going.
Yeah,
And,
heck
my
yeah.
my brother jumped in the truck so he can take over because I was little. I was like 10, I think.
Yeah.
I could barely reach.
I'll tell you something. A brother-in-law, used to be a brother-in-law of mine, lived in New Orleans. It was my first wife's sister's husband. And when we would go to New Orleans, he would run me all over the place with him. And he had this little car. I can't remember what kind, but it was a little 3 or 4 speed. I can't remember. But he never, ever used his clutch unless he was stopping. When he was just going through the gears, he would listen to the rear end, and man, he would just find it. Never crunch. I'm like, holy shit. It's like he was good at it. And I said, you don't use your clutch? He goes, unless I'm stopping or something, I do. I said, dang, I never tried that. But you got to get your RPMs to kind of match your rear end. It'll just fall into gear without a clutch. Never seen that done until then.
Yeah. Now, I sort of miss them. I had an old C&P telephone van when I first got into restoring antiques. It was a 3-speed on a column. I remember that was a rattle box, but it got you where you were going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Straight 600 6-cylinder in it.
God knows I've changed out enough clutches too, and I don't even want to think about it.
Man, I'm over here talking to myself. I'm like, who left? Who dropped off? Who dropped off? I didn't even fucking notice it was me. My bad.
You was
Yeah,
right in the middle of saying something, and bam, you was
Yeah,
gone.
something
man.
about a truck. I think it was something about a truck.
I don't even fucking know. Well, Christy was using the camera today because we started that old Smokey Showdown video. We started today, and she was filming a lot of shit, so the battery was already dead.
Oh, golly.
My bad, guys.
Oh, that's all right.
We're good.
I've been all day over there at my son's house, man, and I couldn't believe he bought 4 sacks. I'm like, oh, God. I did the first 2, and I kept telling him, pardon me, I kept telling him, I said, you need to cook these so I can teach you how to do this 2-pot method. Yeah, okay. And he's over there with all his buddies and drinking beer and whatever, it's like, okay, I guess I'm going to do this. And Derek, he helped me. I did the veggies first in a separate pot. Then we did the first batch, second pot. I sat down. I said, all right, you going to cook them and they ain't going to get cooked. I didn't come over here to slave all day. So Derek ended up finishing the other 2 batches. But he never once come over there to help. He'll be calling me, now, how do you do that? I'm like, screw you, dude.
Hey, tell him to watch your video.
Yeah, watch my video.
Yeah, Franco did crawfish today, man. I was supposed to go over there and fuck with them, man, but I didn't get off till like after 5.
Yeah.
I
see
gotta buy.
You were working on your new smoker.
Yeah, the big old fucking tank you were welding on.
Yeah, Clint replied, working on your new smoker. Big ass thing.
My dad had plenty of pickup trucks. They had the 3 on the tree.
Yeah.
I could never grasp that concept. I was never taught, but I always watched him, and I'm like, man, what is going on? You know what I mean? He's always, man. And it always seemed like the clutch was bad in these things, jerking the shit out of us. And
well, they get used to a lot of those trucks, man. A lot.
Yeah, that's the H pattern. If you like pull it to you, you got neutral, and your lever can go out or towards you. If you pull it towards you, go straight up, that's reverse. All right. And if you keep pulling it to you and just drop it all the way down, that's first. Then you go up to neutral where neutral is and go out and up, that's second. Then all the way down is third,
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, you gotta ramp them RPMs up too. You can't switch. You gotta fucking redline that RPM. That's the way I was learned.
Right. Yeah. That's what it seemed like every time, like we was racing somebody, man. Hey, there'd be 3 of us kids in the cab with him. He'd be going at that son bitch, boy.
Them old hoopty cars back in the 60s, like those great big ones, a lot of them came with standard transmissions on the column like that, you know.
Yeah.
And they had automatic transmissions back then because my dad bought a 64 Chevy Impala. It was automatic. Then when it seen its better days, he got a 69 Chevy Impala. It was automatic. And then the next car after that was a 73 Monte Carlo. And of course it was automatic, but all his trucks were standard, all of them.
My buddy had a fucking Cordoba. He had a big ass boat, Cordoba, and we'd take off and we hit the train tracks, and he'd pull that fucking lever down and hit that 3rd gear, and boom, boom, boom. It's like taking a tugboat over some railroad tracks.
What's up, boo?
Boo!
What's up, boo?
I can email you the link while you get on.
I gotta go grab a beer.
I should have a Whataburger or 2 coming here momentarily.
Or 2.
Well, I like the little small single
Okay,
patty, onions, and mustard. I'm good. I don't want all that crap on mine, so I usually get 2 of them and fries.
Tarina, or you got delivery people?
No, Tarina, she's there now. I'm looking at the app. She's starting to drive, so she'll be home in about 7-8 minutes.
Russ is
Front doors
following.
unlocked.
Huh?
My
Make
bad,
sure that
guys.
front doors unlocked.
Yeah, I'll know my camera will go off that she pulled up. I had to give her a key back before I forget and lose it.
I
I
mean, I
forgot
used to
mine. I
want,
normally carry my keys everywhere, but I
I
forgot them
wanted
today.
a Cutlass Supreme so bad.
Oh yeah, I never had one, but I had some friends that had them.
My mom had a 1990 Cutlass Supreme, all blacked out. My dad bought it for her, like a year old. When he bought it, I think it was repossessed because it was all blacked out. It had blank tint and it had silver spoke wheels on it.
Yeah,
And yeah, so she drove that for like 10 years.
yeah. I
Yeah, I had a
used to.
buddy of mine had one. They were good cars. I always went for the more sporty cars like the Camaros, Mustangs. I always wanted a Corvette, but man, you couldn't afford them even back then. You know,
I've
my
been
Camaro back
noticing.
then was like $3,500 brand new, and you got a Corvette sitting on the showroom floor for $6,000 in the early '70s was a
Right.
lot of money. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Then the Cutlass
Yeah, I've been.
Supreme they had the 442, which was sort of a knockoff.
yeah,
That 442 was a badass car too, but I couldn't afford either one of them.
Yeah,
I
I've
did
been
it.
noticing a lot of. I've been noticing a lot of stuff that I want to get for Bailey is I look at the prices first, and then I look at the mileage and all the details of the car and everything. Because, like I said, I want to get her something, but man, a lot of people on fucking Facebook Marketplace, it says refurbished title or that shit, and that's what making me think they're flood cars because we live in Houston. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
So I don't want to get her nothing. I mean, it may sound like a good deal, but if it's a fucking flood car with the
Yeah,
refurbished title or
you gotta be careful. I know after Katrina, man, you had to really be careful what you bought. You know, that was everywhere. I guess eventually they repaired and sold what they could, and the rest of them just ended up in a pile of, a heap, a pile of cars somewhere. That salt water got into them cars. That wasn't fresh water.
that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like I don't want to see like price not negotiable and then refurbished title. Like why in the fucking you know?
I remember a buddy of mine. He had a Chrysler. It wasn't the New Yorker. It had a lot of neat features. That was one ugly car though. Man, I used to hate Chrysler back then. I like Dodge, like when they what do they have, the Charger and stuff like that. Still part of Chrysler, but the Chrysler cars just were just downright ugly, but they were built well. They were built good, kind of like Cadillacs, you know.
that was my other manual shift.
Volkswagen, yeah.
Yeah, that was in the, that's I got that thing up on Cooper's Mountain in West Virginia.
Wow.
Had a keg of beer sitting in the back of it. It was all foam time we tapped that thing.
I never had one of them. I tell you what, that was some good little cars, easy to work on, man. Especially if you turn them into a Baja and get rid of that back end trunk.
That's the closest I ever came to a Cutlass Supreme.
Yep. Yeah, that's been a few
Alvin
years ago.
Classic.
Oh, that's an old one though.
Them back glasses like that was pretty popular. I remember my dad's Monte Carlo had them windows in the back like that.
Hey, Boo, I sent you the link in your email, so if you want to hop on, you have the link.
Chevette. I remember those.
Chevette, yeah.
Yeah. Or the Pintos.
Oh god.
They were dropping V8s in them Pintos.
I'm glad they abolished all them cars.
My mom had a Pinto as well, and then my sister had the Pinto station wagon.
Now,
Yeah.
my dad did buy a Carvera one time, and he ended up selling it because there wasn't enough room for all of us. Then my brother bought one, and he drove it pretty good years. Then I bought one from my uncle this is back in the '70s, I guess, but it was from the '60s. It was a Carvera. I hated that thing after I got it because it had these dual carburetors on it, and they had to be perfectly synced. It was hard to work on. The engine was in the back, and but it was pretty cool looking little car for back then.
Yeah.
She's coming up the road. I'm gonna go unlock the door. I'll be right back.
That car was a Pinto.
I got a buddy that he has more fucking money that he knows what to do with, but He's all about the
So,
the fucking the RX-8, the RX-8, they're rotary engine cars, you know.
My wife drives. It's not the RX-8. It's a Subaru though. The rotary engine. That thing is weird to drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Subarus had those rotary engines. You can take them out, uh, like Randy. He could probably take the engine out just 2 hands. That's it. Not the transmission, but just the engine. They were like, how y'all doing? How's everybody on the panel today?
you're good, man.
What's
All
up,
right,
bro?
sir.
How's work? How's everybody in chat? How y'all are?
They're making it. They're making it. They're dealing with our boring asses, so they're still here.
You have their own conversation going on in the chat.
The Pinto wagons had the moon window on the rear side. Yeah, well, the Pacer too. A lot of people
The Pacers, yeah.
A lot of people mixed up the Pintos with Pacers. Johnny did it the other day. We saw something that there was a Pacer in it. He said, look, that old Pinto wagon. I'm like, that's a Pacer. The AMC. And he looked at it again. He said, oh, man, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You
that
doing, Russ?
was pretty good, Boo. How you doing?
No, I can't complain. I took a little nap earlier. I just got up about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
I had ate a big meal. So that put me down for an hour or so.
Yeah, they made some ugly cars back then, man. Good Lord.
Yeah.
The Gremlins, the Pacers,
Oh,
man, it was
yeah.
all nothing but glass.
I never owned any of them. I just like, ew.
Yeah, that gremlin was pretty rough, right rough looking.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the price that they're asking for like VW bugs, like 72 Super Beetles and shit?
Oh
They're
no,
fucking-
Now they're expensive as shit.
$7,000.
that's it, man. Like $6,000, $7,000. Even like an old fucking VW, the 8-window bus and shit.
Yeah.
I wish there would be somebody else from my area in the chat or in the panel here to know what I'm talking about. That this guy, he was an airplane mechanic and a pilot. He had thousands of Volkswagen Beetles. He had a few vans too, Volkswagen vans, and he stored those cars. He had, I think, he had like 20 acres. He had his house was on like 2 acres, and the rest was Volkswagen, all stacked up, nice and neat. They were all in rows and apart, like a parking lot, like a car dealership, big, huge car dealership. Then he put some kind of wood. I think it was like mats from dragline, board for drilling rigs. He put all that on top of them cars, and he'd stack a car on top.
Huh?
And he wasn't selling those cars. He was fixing them up because he knew the gas was going to go crazy one day. There was an interview that was doing originally. He said, gas is going to go crazy one day, and people are going to be begging me for these cars. And he was right. Remember when Jimmy, the Carter years,
Oh yeah.
we had that big gas shortage back in, what was it,
the 70s.
1970,
Mid-70s, somewhere in there.
79.
The
78,
old glut,
something like
they
that.
called it. Yeah.
I mean, it was that's right around the time of Ayatollah Khomeini, all that era,
Mhm.
those few years. Carter was president, and we had a gas shortage. That's what they said anyway. And there was cars lined up. I don't care how small your town was. If you had 2 stores, 2 gas pumps, you had 2 lines waiting. And that fellow was right.
I remember that well.
I remember it very well.
My wife's got a little Toyota Corolla, man. You talk about good on gas. I'm glad we got that car,
I had an 72 International pickup truck with a straight 6-cylinder. Didn't have no speed, but at the rear end, man, you can pull a tractor out of a muddy field with the plow down with it. It wasn't good on gas, but man, it was a good farm truck, and that's what it was, farm truck.
Yeah.
26-liter TA.
I heard Russ had some Whataburger. Man, I wish we had a Whataburger around here.
TA. What's a TA, Troy?
Trans Am?
Trans
favorite
Am.
car was a 78, 1978 6.6 liter T8. T8.
Trans Am fits.
Yeah, Trans Am. Okay.
Yep.
6.6. Yeah, that would be that 400. Mm-hmm.
Let's see that
remember
burger. Let's see that burger.
I remember that on Smokey and the Bandit. They're little small burgers, just onions, mustard, and burger patty and buns.
So when I went to Houston and I was able to get one, I got that big dummy motherfucker. I was only able to eat half of that fucker.
Yeah, man. My wife bring these big old burgers. I'm like,
Yeah,
God, I can eat
that
half
son of a
of
bitch was.
it.
I swear to God, it was big as my fucking face right here. Like
Mhm.
I swear to God, this big.
Yeah.
And I got a triple stack.
That's the problem right there. Is the triple stack.
Now, if it was the size of Russ's, okay.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker was 3 patties this big.
The regular Whopper, I mean the regular Whataburger, double Whataburger is big.
This ain't much bigger than a McDonald's regular burger, just a little one, a little bit bigger.
Yeah. So
but I can eat 2 of these, no problem. She did put cheese on this too. I didn't
So,
ask for cheese.
I
but that's fine.
wasn't hip to ordering. I've never ordered there before. So
Yep.
Once again, Papa Texas led me into Whataburger, but didn't help me out on the fucking ordering, just like he got me lost down at the rodeo.
Yeah.
Papa Texas brought a few people to Whataburger.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've seen a few videos he's got out years ago that he brought a few people to Whataburger. They've heard of it, but they never ate it. And they sold on Whataburger after that.
I tell you what.
I like them. They grill their buns like the old pool halls used to do in my hometown.
Yeah.
They put their buns face, like they open the bun, they put them face down on the grill for a minute or so, and then they put the mustard on the bottom bun, which that's what I like. Mustard on the bottom bun, mayonnaise and ketchup on the top one, then the burger, the onions and all that. Plus, I put extra ketchup because I love a sloppy hamburger.
What I like about Whataburger compared to a lot of burger places is they chop their onions to where when you take a bite, you're not going to pull an onion out.
Right.
I noticed that was
it's hard for me to gum one in half, but it ain't gonna be long. I'll be teasing them.
I got a chicken sandwich too. The chicken sandwich wasn't all that great, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I say it was better than like Popeyes. I tell you, Popeyes is overrated.
It is,
Oh yeah.
And I wish they served chicken legs instead of pigeon legs. They're so tiny. The drumsticks. Man, I'm telling you, I can get more out of a pigeon than I can out of Popeye's fried chicken.
And that's your guys' hometown shit too.
Yeah, that's right.
New Orleans, Al Copeland.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't went to crap after Al Copeland sold it.
I tell you what.
Yeah, that's just who
chicken
started.
joints
He's
around
dead now,
here.
anyway.
Yeah.
The major chicken, you got your Popeyes, you got KFC, and Mr. Chicken.
Churches.
Churches here.
Well, you know what? Churches actually moved away from me. Look at Papa John's.
Oh yeah, I can dive into some of that.
Hey, Rick, you know what Rick just did? You know what Rick just he lost his shit right there real quick. But
John's, you get a couple pickled jalapeno or pickled jalapeno peppers.
No,
pickled
jalapeno peppers?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You get those in that box, Randy? You got your dip for your crust, but you get like 2 or 3 pickled jalapenos in the.
No, those are
pepperoncinis.
Pepperoncinis. Yeah.
That's why you made me like, dang, what is? And that's on the East Coast. What y'all doing over there?
I remember
pickle jalapenos.
Dude, I just realized that Christy ordered that shit. I look on the stove and I was like, where does fucking pizza come from?
Yeah.
like Papa John's, oh shit, I had to go eat a piece.
Yeah, right.
Papa
I tell you,
John's ain't
our
too bad.
gas station chicken is better than anybody's. We got a
Missy
few
uses
good
those
gas
on,
stations.
I don't know what gas station. I don't know what gas station you go to, Lep, but I can agree. Our gas station chicken is better than any fucking chicken ever.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't go to Popeye. Missy
You know
will
what
for
it
a sandwich.
consists of? They get chicken delivered, right? Wash it off, and they dip it in this batter. Like it's already, it's just a batter. Boom, and drop it in that hot oil. Man, I tell you, their chicken tenders, their chicken legs. They're, I'd rather go pay probably a bucket of chicken's probably like $25 or so. You know what I mean? At that place, I'd rather go get a bucket from them. You know?
Yeah, if you get a bucket from Popeyes, it's like $45.
damn.
Yeah, anywhere else is 25, 20, 25. Crispy
Right.
Cajun over here. The Asians, there's some Asians that own it. Vietnamese, I think.
Oh, okay.
And
Dude, I've gone to the
everything's fried just about except for that burgers. Oh look, there's my
We got a camera crasher.
Oh man, I thought that was Bailey for a minute. I was about to say, what the fuck you doing in Louisiana?
No, that's my granddaughter Gabby.
Hey, Randy. God dang, they look alike.
Yeah, she looks like Bailey. Say, what the fuck is Bailey doing over there?
She does resemble Bailey, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. Like, they threw me for a loop for a second because Bailey's supposed to be babysitting tonight. She's supposed to be back in.
Yeah, what you doing at Boudreaux's house?
Yeah, you know, went all the way to Mamoon, Louisiana. Where you at?
That's where she was born too. Mamu, right up the road from me. Me
Yeah.
and Missy was living in Mamu, and her mom and daddy was visiting with us, and guess what? She came out. I guess she wanted to go to Fred's Lounge.
It happened. She wanted to go see Tante Sue.
Yeah, they got in a wreck, and then she went to the hospital, and boom, they popped you out. No, they were in Mamu. They got in a wreck in town, and went to the hospital.
See you or come and see you or like?
What's up, Drew?
No, they were leaving,
My boy Drew.
and then
Hey Drew,
right there
hey,
down the
Drew,
road they got in a wreck.
did you go to Franco's crawfish boil, buddy? I didn't even fucking get a chance to go, man. I feel like a dickhead.
Who's crawfish bone?
Franco
Farm.
from Franco's Farms. He did 2 sacks of crawfish today, but I had to work, man. I had to work. I didn't get off work till like 4:30, almost 5 o'clock.
Hooked
I
on
know, I'm
these.
waiting on Papa Texas to give me a call.
Here.
We're supposed to be going to Crawfish Bowl in Jennings here pretty soon.
How is that one, man?
Bunch of IPA. Rick was drinking those.
Fruit. It's the Fruit Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this thing's where's it at?
Papa,
That's what Andrew, the grill sergeant, drinks.
Yeah, him and Rick, on one of Rick's live, were drinking that stuff one day.
Yeah.
Oh, here it
Boo,
is.
boo.
9.5. Ooh.
Dang.
Yeah, that's high dollar right there.
Right on. 2, and I'm good.
Papa Texas gonna come down there with you?
Yeah, Papa's supposed to pick up Billy Strong. Rhonda's out. I think Rhonda's in, unless she's back from nursing. She's a traveling nurse. Billy Strong's wife. So Papa's going to pick up Billy. They're going to come over here, meet me, and we're all going to go to Jenny. I'm going to go in my Jeep, though. And
This guy, man.
he's a YouTuber. He lives in Jennings. I forget his name right off the bat.
Papa Texas will run your ass. Papa Texas will he'll get you lost.
Hey, we got a new one. Hey, hit me big screen, Simon.
Oh yeah, we saw that one.
No,
Read the headline.
Lost at
Left it on
Waterbury.
where'd you get that one from?
Quint sent me this one.
Hey, Boo, have you ever met Papa Texas in person?
No, not yet.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a live wire. He's a live wire.
Oh, I can imagine. I've seen many of his videos, and I've been live with him before. You know, plenty of
It's
times.
wild.
Him and Billy,
But
but
to
never,
actually,
never in person.
hey, to actually hang with them, like I've been watching them for years too. You know, feel like I know them until you hang with somebody and you really get to hang with them, and everything becomes true. Like, you know what? What you see is what you get, because he's a
Yeah.
live wire, dude. He
I've
is.
talked to him on the phone.
Hey,
many
come on.
times.
Come on. If you don't keep up, you're gonna get lost. Well, guess what? I got lost.
Yeah.
I'd like to make one of them Lollapaloozas with the gang over there in Texas. I'd like to make one of them. Man, those
Yeah,
are
come on
those
with
seem
it.
like a large time.
Come to the fucking cook-off. Come to the cook-off. The Houston Livestock Show Rodeo cook-off, man.
And you know another one that I might plan after that, Randy? Memphis
What's
in
that?
May.
Yeah.
Memphis in May. Actually, they got a music festival that kicks that off. There's a music festival in Memphis in May. What's Russ might remember it.
Yeah, a lot of people think Memphis in May is just barbecue. Memphis in May is all downtown Memphis, down Bell Street and all that. It's a big event.
Bell Street Festival. Yes.
Yeah.
Bill.
Bill, however you pronounce it. Yeah.
Beale
Yeah,
Street,
yeah.
BEAL, Beale Street.
Yeah.
But it's an all week thing.
Where's
yeah.
Mags at
So,
right now?
so the music is before the barbecue on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the barbecue is the first to the rodeo in Houston. It's kind of tagged in with music, which Memphis all about the blues, man.
The blues, yeah.
Hey, where's Mags at right now, man? What festival?
They're East Coast somewhere. They didn't travel far. Wherever their nearest KCBS competitions at, you know what I mean? It could be in Boston. You know, that's how close. Where they're at, New Hampshire, they could actually hit like all them little states over on the East Coast. I'm sure Lance probably knows where it's at.
You don't want to
No,
fuck around.
I watched
With,
last
you don't
night,
want to fuck around with Bill Purvis now. If Bill Purvis is in the game, I'm not even entering it.
Yeah, he's up there. I think you're right. Like, not. I want to say wanting to say Maine. It's not Maine.
New Hampshire and Massachusetts border.
Yes.
Somewhere in there. Because the actual podcast, Pit Life Barbecue Podcast, is actually in Massachusetts. So he travels to the studio from wherever he's at, which could be right across the border. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
New England. That's it.
New England.
Man, I'm not a fucking. I just follow a fucking Google Maps anymore, man. I don't know where the fuck I go.
Hey, brother, you're closer than us, then.
Yeah, New England, New Hampshire, fucking
East Coast.
Boston,
Boston.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would go live a couple times this
Right there.
weekend, but I get today is
They got a lot of rain wherever they're at. It's raining.
Yeah, it was raining last night.
I gotta go pee. I'll be back.
Randy's about to go make it rain golden showers.
I had to go lean off the dock myself.
But yeah, man, I know where Ohio's at. That's what I've known my whole life. You
Buckeyes.
know what I mean? Top to bottom, left to right. I know what it's all about. My parents never traveled with me. You know what I mean? And so when I turned 18 for myself, I still didn't travel. I stayed to what I knew. My cousin took me up to Pontiac, Michigan for like a motocross thing, which I was probably 12 or 13. You know what I mean? Like, it was to the stadium, watch motocross, go home. It wasn't like I'm over here, you know, seeing what this state has to offer. It wasn't me until I turned 40 and got with Mrs. Lepp here. She's the one that made me travel. She actually got me on a plane to go to first time going to Houston to hang out at the Houston rodeo. And I tell you what, it took a whole lot of kicking for her to get me to do that, because my feet always been on the ground unless I was in some water. I've never been in the air that high. I hate heights. Takeoff was okay. Although when we took off at my airport, we had a snowstorm. so I went from a snowstorm taking off, landing to hot ass Texas, humid as all get up. Like I was dressed warm. The plane had air conditioning. I was comfortable. I got off, and soon as I stepped out that terminal,
Whatever
One
you
of
call
the
it.
two.
where the fuck did that come from? But all of a sudden, I get in Daniel's truck, and I was like, dude, you got to blast this AC. If not, I said, I'll stand right here and get it and change, because there's no way I'm making it through the rest of Texas with pants. Lance, I had the zip up on. Like, I didn't have to use that after I landed and used it.
Didn't Uncle Dickie? Didn't he traveling this today or something?
Yeah, fucking Eric. Eric is at the goddamn George Strait concert. Uncle Dickie's traveling right now. Kent's coming back from vacation, so that's the reason why we didn't do the Uncle Dickie show tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember him saying something. He thought he would be back at 3:00 and still have it going on, but obviously not.
Hey, let's do shots. Let's fucking get drunk.
No,
Oh,
you know what
Hogs,
happened last time on the hot seat, bro?
One shot don't kill nobody. Russ, what you
Sometimes you
got?
gotta shoot him twice.
Huh?
Sometimes you gotta shoot him twice.
Well,
Come on. Salud.
this is number 6.
Simon. Salud.
Salute.
Lance.
Salute.
I got a beer.
I gotta find something.
All I got is beer and snuff,
Some
man.
lemonade.
I'm gonna take a shot of snuff. How's that?
Yeah, baby.
Open up
If
a new can here.
whoever down the knee.
Oh, Randy's in his feels right now.
I get whole hogs right down here at the international market. It's an Asian market, and man, they got pork belly, they got whole hogs, they got whatever you want. Look good. It's all USDA.
Oh, I love pork belly now. I cut that in
Hey, Drew. Hey,
inch and a
Drew's
half
been,
by inch squares and make me some crackling. Some gratin.
look. Hey, look at Drew. See on the screen right now that little door he has. It looks like like a temple or something. Dude, that dude
Outhouse.
built an outdoor smokehouse. He has a big ass, like full scale smokehouse.
Oh,
Oh, I thought that was an outhouse.
yeah.
I thought it was too. But that dude, that's a smokehouse.
Okay.
That's about what they look like, though. There ain't much difference in the way they look.
Yeah, my neighbor's got one right next door to me. One, that size. 4 foot by 4 foot,
Yeah,
8 foot.
he's been asking
7
me.
foot.
He's been asking me about fucking where to get a whole pig from, and I don't even know.
Try your Asian market. I'm sure there's some big ones over there in Houston. They should have them.
Well, he said he found one. He found a whole hog supplier.
Oh, is that where he lives? Over
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Texas?
Did they
Okay.
finish Franco's pit yet?
Nah, man, we just barely built the box.
What the fuck? You got to be kidding me.
No, dude.
Sorry. I'm not muted. I was looking for something. My bad.
I thought you were talking about the progress of the pit.
Right.
Like,
Hey,
goddamn.
no, rookie move. Hey, rookie move.
Sorry, Lep. Sorry, Lep, if we're disappointing you because
Louisiana meat processing.
it's
Where's
going to
they
be
at?
badass when it's done. Put it that way. Yeah,
What time they are at?
Drew's been asking me like, where do I get my whole hogs from? I'm like, dude, I've never done a whole hog. I don't know.
I used to raise them all, but the one and only hog video I got on my channel, I bought, and that's where I bought it, was at Asian market, big one, right here locally.
Man,
Walked in there and seen them hogs hanging there. I'm like, hey, y'all got these every day? So just place an order. What day you want it, we'll have you one. I said, okay. That's what I did. And I don't. It's been it's been probably 5-6 years ago that I did that video, but the price wasn't bad, man. Whole hog. I think I only paid like $80 for it.
hey,
When
Drew.
I was over there talking to Drew about that shit, he told me he wanted to do a couchon delay. Hey, boo, you know what a couchon delay is, right?
Oh, il dit, ouais, a boucherie. Cochon de lait or boucherie, same thing.
Same
Cochon
thing.
de lait just means a smaller pig.
Yeah, that's what he wants to really do. He wants to barbecue, but he wants to do a couchon delay.
That works.
Lance, you know what a couchon delay is?
No, it's a little pig. It's a suckling. It's a
That would
suckling.
That would be my choice word, little pig.
Yeah.
Man, look, couchon.
Around here, they're just called sucklings.
We got them lechon.
Nah, but the way you do it though, that you put the aluminum or the tin sheets up, and you build your fire, and you put the. If you've seen that show on Netflix with Byron, you'll see the couchon delay. They
All
put
right, I'm on episode 3, so don't say anything more.
I didn't say nothing else, but yeah.
What
so
it
they
is,
built-
it's a butchering. It's the same as a boucherie, but it's done with a smaller pig, not as many people. You butcher it right there, Johnny, on the spot. You make cracklings on the spot. You grind your meat up for your boudin. You boil your pork,
Yep.
your bunch of meat. Throw the tongue in there, grind that up too. The liver. Make your own boudin cracklings right there, Johnny, on the spot. Then you make a backbone stew or pork roast with the front legs. Make a big old pork roast and feed everybody. That's what it is. And drink some beers, have a good time, have a band over.
You make a big frame. You hang the pig from it, and then you put like a lean-to. But you build your fire in that lean-to, so that radiates the heat on the side. That's a couchon delay.
Yeah, usually a lot of times they'll have a rack and they'll cut it in half and split it open. Like that. Split it open and it's fastened to a rack, like you say, and then it'll turn, like this way. The head's up here, tail's down here, and that thing will turn right in front of that fire. And after 7-8 hours or so, that meat's tender, falling off the bone. Oh, you did it in a coon-ass microwave.
There it is, right there.
Yeah, you're right. It's cool as microwave.
Go into a really good YouTube video. Let me get back to where I can see y'all. I just found it. If you're interested in what a butchery is, go to the search on YouTube and type in. You ain't got to type in the whole thing, but it's it was made by Munchies, okay, and it's called a short film on Cajun boudin, and it was posted 9 years ago. But that's a really good video to watch, and it runs 15 minutes and 45 seconds, but it shows the whole thing. Everybody, all the people in that area, kind of gathering together and slaughtering the hogs and making boudin, making blood sausage, making cracklings, making all of it.
What's
There
the
ain't
channel
nothing.
name?
Munchies.
It's on YouTube. Just type in. I wouldn't. You ain't got to type in Munchies. Just type in a short film on Cajun boudin.
Oh, okay. I've probably seen it already.
Yeah, it's good. That's one of my. I go back and watch it sometimes. Just it's so realistic because it is. It's a documentary type thing. It shows it just the way it is down there
Shows
or over there.
the Cajun heritage and lifestyle and all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And all the people that's talking, they're all Cajuns. You can hear it with their accent. It's just I like watching it. Somebody turned me on to it probably 5 years ago. I'll go back and watch it every now and then.
I'm at.
That whole heritage, man, it's very cool. But
Munchie.
Come on, Cajun boudin.
yeah, that's
Okay.
it. And they even focus on like Scott, Louisiana, where all those like Best Stop and Billy's
Oh yeah.
Boudin and all
Right.
they show all that. It's worth watching for sure.
Illy's originated in Crunch Spring, which is to the east of me about about 40 miles to the east
Yeah.
of me. 40 something like that, 45 and about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And then Billy's Boudin bought out Ray's over here in Opelousas. Ray sold him the building, the land, and all that. He said, "I'm gonna sell you this on one condition. You can sell your boudin, but you have to make my recipe on boudin too, as long as you own this place."
Yeah.
So that was a stipulation, and he Billy's Boudin did it. Now they got one in Scott. I think they got 4 Billy's Boudin now.
Yeah, they're real
They
popular.
were new one a few years ago in Crunch Springs. They got out of that little small gas station, convenience store, with the gas pumps in front. And on that side street where they was at, they was facing the main highway, and then there was a side street you could turn on and park because they always had a lot of cars there. People
Yeah.
getting boudin and crackling. Across that side street, they built a huge place. I mean, man, it's like wow. And
Yeah,
anything and everything you want, Cajun specialty meat.
My buddy Brian Ducharme, he went with Shayla towards Louis. He's got an uncle over there. He's got a video on this. He did like a boudin crawl. I reckon he hit all the popular places over there. And Billy's, he said the lines are just wrapped around the place. But he also said his favorite boudin, and I love it, but was Best Stop as far as the way it tastes and everything.
Too much paprika in it.
Oh, I love it, man. That is my favorite boudin. I've got that recipe dialed in pretty good. I can make a pretty good
We were on this subject about a year ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I kind of mentioned the Hebert's Slaughterhouse in Abbeville.
Yeah.
And somebody else, I forget who it was, it might have been Randy. You're like, oh yeah, man, I love me some Clement Hebert Slaughterhouse boudin. It's greasy. I love greasy boudin. Raised on it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. The Heberts is some shit, dude. Down there in Abbeville, they got another one. They've actually got one here in Houston too, but they just ship everything over here.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about in Houston. That's from Hebert's and Maurice, though. That's the same Hebert there in Maurice.
Yeah.
They got one in Maurice, Hebert special. Hebert's and Maurice is the one that invented the turducken. The stuffed chicken inside, boneless stuffed chicken inside the boneless stuffed duck inside the boneless turkey.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So this is Quint was talking about it in the chat just a minute ago. Mrs. Lepp and myself. This is our first upload to YouTube. Okay. At this moment in time, Yeah, I've grilled, I've cooked, just never filmed anything or anything like that. Um, so I thought we were gonna get on America's funniest videos with this video. You know, it's gonna explode. Everybody's gonna love it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It flopped. So then after that, things changed. But I think you guys will enjoy this one. It's a short. How can I blow up the short? Is there a way?
I got you as
It's
big.
it's full screen right now.
Yeah.
Right.
He could take us off of here and make
Oh,
it a little bit bigger.
let me see. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. Present the video itself.
Click in the box by the share.
Oh, that's just me though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make
So click on
make
those
it big
shares.
like you made you big.
Yeah, the share screen one.
Yeah,
Boom,
okay. Let's see.
there it is.
There it is. A little bit bigger.
It's okay, but shorts don't do good on a replay like this. But here we go.
It's not enough air. Need more air.
Get over there. Ready?
No.
Yeah, I'll do it like that.
No.
Get at the edge. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh!
Now, mind you, this is where I'm sitting right now. It was an air
Get
mattress.
in position.
Right. Come. Uh-oh.
Pay attention to her in the background.
Bounce you back off.
She hit the closet doors. I bounced her into the closet doors.
Oh,
Man, she put the elbow with it. Boom.
It's not enough air.
But yeah.
Hey, we lost Randy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to change subject. I know you two were on a
Oh, I
conversation,
was
you know what I mean?
done with it. Yeah, just talking about Boudin and that little
Right.
short film.
Are you
But,
live tomorrow?
No, that was a segue. Chris has asked no hot seat tomorrow. Yes, no hot seat. I reached out to a couple people to host for tomorrow. Both were busy. Understandable. I just have to take the day off. I apologize. I gotta host a birthday party and then go to a bowling banquet for myself. And it's on the river. We got this flats. I actually took Chris from Eastwind Farms. I took him. We had did this little, man. We went from East Cleveland Heights, all the way through, and little sightseeing thing. You know what I mean? Like took them past. We have a Franklin Castle that's haunted, and blah blah blah. The beach, the river, the best sandwich shops, you know, stuff like that. And so I don't know where this is going, but he had asked no hot seat tomorrow. No, apologize.
What did he say? I'm suck. I drank too much.
he meant sick. They're using
okay.
extra eye.
Dang.
But that was just my 2 cents. Sorry.
Sorry. Good.
Sorry, man. These 9-5 they're kicking in.
Oh, I hear you.
Hey, and that's only 3 right here, and I still have 3/4 of a can left.
Is it fruity?
Yes.
Is it
So
right?
most IPAs are like grapefruit or some pungent citrus flavor forward. You know what I mean? That's an IPA. And this is the first one that I've tasted that didn't have all that. And it's fruity, and it tastes like Hawaiian punch with a kick.
Wow.
like we could probably brew our own thing like this, copy their shit, and call it Hawaiian Punch, and get it.
Yeah.
9.5% and shit.
My
Well, I
son,
remember the old Hawaiian Punch commercials where the little Hawaiian with the hair like Lisa Simpson, he would punch like that. I remember them
Yeah.
old commercials from the
My
60s and 70s.
my
Right.
son today at that crawfish bowl, he had this big like punch bowl, and he called it liquid marijuana. And I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, that's a shot.
yeah, and man,
Yeah.
people were getting messed up on that. I'm like, I'm good. I'll drink
It's
my
it's
Miller
like a
Lite.
long it's like a Long Island iced tea
Yeah,
Or jungle juice.
green shot form. You know what I mean?
I don't know why do they call it liquid marijuana? Because they don't have anything like that in it that I know of.
No, but
he was naming all the boozes that went in
yeah,
it. You know,
it gives you that
that feeling. Yeah,
euphoria feeling, or I don't even know. I'm a stoner.
We
Yeah.
call
Just-
it jungle
yeah.
juice.
It's just hard to describe. You just have to
Paranoia.
feel it. You have to feel it, man. You know,
right.
if not,
Paranoia.
it's not made for you.
It sounds
Leave
like
it
one of the
alone.
things that you would regret the next day if you had too much of it.
Exactly,
Yeah,
for sure. And then we're on Russ's channel, Smoky Ribs Barbecue, looking for a hangover meal.
Yeah. That's right. Heck yeah.
I'm sure you got plenty of potato videos.
Heck
Something
yeah.
greasy
Yeah,
and
around.
potato. Let me get some starch. Let me get let
That's
me get
right.
some grease.
I always liked a good Bloody Mary the morning after.
Oh yeah, now I like Bloody Marys.
Yeah, I do
Go to
too.
Fred's Lounge in my movie and get that. With a,
I did
with a
a
string bean in
recently.
it.
I did a great one, man. I put it in a clear pitcher. I did a whole pitcher, but I had everything sticking out. It looked like a tree.
Oh
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it had the chicken wings, it had the boiled egg, it had Slim Jim.
Bacon.
Heck yeah.
yeah.
My
buddy
wife,
does those, but not with the chicken wings on. It'll have shrimp and pepperoni and cheese
Yeah.
and olives and onions. But
Oh, I had all that too.
Yeah.
Bacon. I had bacon in there with Uncle Steve's shake. Actually, shameless plug. I like the sweet and spicier because there's enough sugar in there to caramelize and give you that flavor. All right, so sprinkle that on your bacon. Money.
have you ever had Bloody?
And it gets and it's a stick. You know what I mean? So when I put it in a Bloody Mary, it upheld the liquid for a long time. I sat there and drank that whole thing and ate that whole thing on a live stream afterwards. Oh, it was hilarious. Man,
I know-
I was eating chicken wing to a, you know what I mean? Let me
Yeah.
get that pepperoni. Let me get that stuffed olive, your garlic
Yeah.
infused olives and stuff.
yeah.
I know you probably heard of Bloody Mary oyster shots
Yeah.
before.
Yep.
Well, I did some Bloody Mary oysters one time using these oyster beds, and I'll never forget it because I made a big platter. I think there was like it'll hold up to 12 oysters, and I tasted one when I got through. I'm like, holy crap, that's good. And I swear to God, I gave Tarina one. She ate the rest of them. She would not let me eat none.
Wow.
I had to make some more. they were that good. But Lance sent me that thing yesterday. You know, it's a Mexican shrimp dish, and you can see all the tomatoes and stuff. And I said, I wonder what a Bloody Mary shrimp would be like. That'd probably be pretty good too. You know.
So
Yeah,
so there
you
was
got
the
shrimp
Bloody Mary
cocktail.
craze about 4 years ago, 2019. There was a Bloody Mary craze going on, and they had the Bloody Mary grilled cheese
Yeah.
where you would dip the bread. It'd be like French toast, but it's an actually Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I stacked this thing with brats and eggs, and man, this thing was this big. Right when I was about to do a taste test, boof, internet goes out.
Oh man.
Hobo texted me and was like, bro, you got to go back live with a live bite. So there's 2 parts to this thing because it was a collab that we had did back then.
Yeah.
And they people did the Bloody Mary shrimps and marinades and stuff like that
Okay.
to all their dishes.
Yeah.
If
What's
you
the
I'm
do
gonna
title of
try
the
that.
video?
I think it's hashtag. What was it? Hashtag Bloody Mary.
I just
All right.
searched the videos on your channel for Bloody Mary shrimp or something. I just
Chris
put the
might
2
re-
keywords
Chris,
Bloody Mary in it. It'll come up.
yeah, yeah. Chris, he might remember what it was, man. Like there was a bunch of us that got in on it. That's like you guys now. I don't knock it, but just know that you could hashtag what we did, and it's gonna still show up in that playlist.
Yeah.
Um, so
Speaking
a
of,
hashtags is just a search engine.
Yeah.
So you could hashtag whatever you could hashtag up to. I believe they're starting to cut off around 10, 15. People are putting like 30 hashtags to things. It's messing up the algorithm, so they're trying to tighten it up a little bit. They
Yeah.
only want certain amount of keywords. So just know that you could just hashtag the crap out of anything.
Oh
yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know what it is.
Speaking of hashtags and collabs, since Lep touched base on it, I told Rob with Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking, he's doing a collab called Two Timing Chick. And what it is, it's basically use leftover chicken. Anything you want to make with leftover chicken, make it. And that's due June 17th if anybody's interested. I told him I'd get it out there. I don't know if he's monetized yet. He might be, but he's a real nice guy. He usually cooks with his family all the time. They're doing taste tests, like trying different things. He's a Frito-Lay employee, so he tries like new chips, new drinks. They do a lot of cooks with leftovers. But Rob, well, his name's Rob. But it's called Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking, and it's hashtag Two Timing Chick, due June 17th, and it's basically make something with leftover chicken. If you're interested, I told him I'd mention it tomorrow night when Simon and I go live. So I
what
took
time,
advantage of it tonight.
what time did you want to go live tomorrow?
Uh, we normally go 7 my time, 6 your time.
Right.
George has got they're pouring a concrete highway, and they got to all going to work at 2 a.m. this morning.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So he will not be available tomorrow.
That's rough right there.
No, not homeowner Rob, Chris. It's a different Rob. Used to be called Poor Guy in a Blackstone, I think, but he changed his name to Poor Guy Outdoor Cooking.
Yeah, the other Rob, he used to be what was it, Mr. Homeowner or something?
Homeowner.
Now he changed it to
Weeks
something.
ago.
I can't remember what he changed it to.
Homeowner barbecue.
Okay.
Hey, Russ, he was actually the owner of the hot seat prior to me.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he did a short stint. Yep. And
I never really knew who he was until he started doing all them lives with T-Roy.
right. So he was already
Last summer. Yeah, he was well versed on lives.
Right.
And all. Yeah.
Yeah. Some say T-Roy probably didn't agree to what that show was all about. Yeah.
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 There might
That's
have been
last
some,
time I seen T-Roy. He ain't made a video since I think
Yeah,
last
so-
August
so,
was his last
honestly,
live. You know.
yeah, honestly, it was like kind of weird because he was involved. T-Roy was never like that involved. sort of like we never knew you like that,
Yeah.
ever involved
Right.
till recently. It's like, thank God, you know what I mean? He's a real dude. We watched him and support him for so many years.
Yeah.
He's a real human being. Him, just like gone. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I know he moved and everything, but
What's that, Dan?
I figured he'd be back at
Dark
it by
Lord,
now.
I see him in the chat. Package goes out Monday.
That ain't a bag of. Nah, never mind. I better not even say the word.
A lot of packages going out.
hilarious.
I stitched.
Hilarious.
I gotta show y'all something, though. I'm tell you what.
Is it the little frog?
So, Jeff Wepner, he paid to have his logo like made huge. I'm telling you, this thing took me. I had one thread break. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to stitch this thing out today. This is what he gave away on either Randy's or Simon's Live the other night. Look at the size of that thing, man.
Wow. The whole front, huh?
Isn't that a badass looking logo? That's over 20,000 stitches.
Woo.
Man.
Holy crap.
So is that a light blue or is that a white in the lettering?
Is that a what?
Is that light blue or a white in the lettering?
It's white traced in light blue.
Okay. It looks like neon.
Yeah. That's badass.
It is.
Good old wet.
So what is that? A chicken with like the thing the judges wear on their head,
Yeah.
like the wigs? That's what it
I don't
looks
know,
like.
Jeff saw. I sent him a picture of it earlier when I got it done.
That's one awesome dude right there, man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I'm thankful for all you guys. You know what I mean?
Well,
This
Jeff-
this little community that we're
DJ?
a part of means a lot because some people moved on in the barbecue world. You know what I mean? So us live streamers, we got to stick together. People love to be entertained, and
Right.
we are entertainers. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah, we all cook. And we might even give you some gardening lessons like Lance.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna keep you up there just for the thrill of it.
I figured I'd catch your attention one way or the other.
Yeah. But since you did that, I was gonna leave you up there.
Yeah,
Right.
man, my garden is
Gas hands.
rocking. It is blowing. It is rolling.
I gotta bust out the lit balm, man. Ever since I cut this beard short, it's just itching me to death.
Yeah, mine. I have a bunch of stuff in my hair right now. I need to take a shower and wash it off. Like clean it.
Well, I washed it this morning. And I didn't put no balm or oil or nothing on it, and
Okay.
I can feel it now.
Russ,
Yeah.
that's the same way I do it, man. Dip the brush and
Yeah.
roll with it.
Yep. It'll spread it all through there.
Oh man, I've been loving it. And Mrs. Lepp actually noticed too. She was like, "Man, your shit's a little fluffier." I was like, "Yeah, baby, 4 inches is average."
I'm growing my full beard back out, but this ain't long enough right now to really do anything with.
Yeah.
Give it about 2 to 3 weeks, it'll be out there.
Right on.
Yeah. I need to trim some of it off because it grows.
Man, we could all grow a beard. We could actually do a contest, shave and then grow and see. We could do quarterly. We could do quarterly contests. And
Time blows
you
away.
know what I mean? 3, 6, 9, 12. And the winner get, say it's a $20 buy-in.
So this is 10 months.
Yeah, well, you suck.
I
My
was just
shit's
saying,
5
Simon
years.
Street goes
Hey, my
back.
shit's like since 2015. That's
Well-
actually how many years? 8.
La-
Jesus.
Last August, I shaved it off. I was 6 years.
No.
You know,
Have you
Simon
trimmed
looks
it?
more German than Spanish.
Simon wins.
No kidding.
Have you ever trimmed it any left?
Yes, I do trim. Yes.
Because
for
I know,
sure.
like trimming a little bit,
So
it'll
when
help
I'm on
growth.
the truck,
You know.
when I'm on the truck, I grab it like this. So all this, I start shaving that during the summer.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the reason I
Keep
cut
this
my beard
short.
off last. I can't stand when it comes out like a
Yeah.
werewolf. That's
Yeah.
got to be short for me.
Right.
You know.
I got this trimmed up a little bit, but I need to trim back here because this part right here grows longer than the rest of the beard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Where's
Yeah.
Where's that Leroy Longbeard?
Yeah.
What did he say? 10 years?
I
10
don't know.
years?
I only saw him on that one live last week. It was like late on Wednesday, I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
he's usually
Yeah,
a real
it was
late guy. I saw him on I think he came on one of Randy's, but then I saw him on James Gip, and then I saw him on Eddie's live the other night, or Gary's live, and it's 10 years since he's had a haircut or shaved, trimmed his beard.
Holy crap!
He's got very long hair. It goes back past his waist, I think.
There he is, Double Dog. What's up, buddy? Yeah,
What's up,
10
buddy?
years. He works at a restaurant in South Florida. Russ, I think you've met the guy before, or on a chat, not met him in person.
What's his name?
Leroy Longbeard.
Right.
Oh yeah. He's around the Pensacola area. Yeah.
Yeah, he works at a restaurant. When you go into the restaurant, you're walking over top of gators. It's a see-through floor.
Yeah.
You're walking over top of gators to get into the restaurant to eat.
Yeah.
And he's been at that restaurant for I think he said 30 years he's worked there. And he actually used to have to go on in there and feed them gators. It was one of his first jobs that he did with that company.
It was either Pensacola or Destin, somewhere right in there. It was
south. It's south.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty close to Louisiana and Florida. I thought he said Keys.
I think it's Florida. I remember looking
it's
up the
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I first said Pensacola, then I turned around and said Destin, which isn't that far from Pensacola, but he's right in that panhandle part of Florida anyway.
Quint might remember. He was there that evening.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool dude.
Yeah.
Hey Eddie, I sent you the link if you want to get on.
Yeah, my garden's doing really good. I'm real happy with it. Only thing I'm bummed out about is all my broccoli went to seed.
Yeah,
Got too hot for it.
My zucchini is just flowering. It's not producing fruit.
Oh, I've got squash all over the place. Got cucumbers starting. Got tomatoes starting. I got
I've got two tomato plants that I'm gonna put on the ground.
Yeah.
And then my peppers are producing. My other one, the chile piquin, has buds already on it.
Yeah, my peppers are blooming, but I don't have any peppers yet.
Yeah, Derek gave me some jalapeno plants today. It's a little late, but he said we got a flower bed right here in front of the house. You know, I thought about planting them right in there. It's got to be done the next few days. He's got probably 7 or 8 little plants all in one cup, you know. So
or just put them in a bigger pot and bring them inside when it gets I don't know how.
Yeah, that's what he
that
was
way you
saying.
have peppers all year round.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. I don't know if I
you can actually plant them in the spring after the frost is over with completely. That's what the guy I'm buying this house from. He does that.
Yeah, he said these were very
peppers.
hot.
He's got some plants 4 years old. He puts them in pots.
Yeah, that's what me and Derek was talking about.
For the winter.
Yeah.
And he picks peppers all winter, and then he'll put them out back in the ground in the spring.
You could do that with a lot of things. We used to have beautiful basil plants and stuff, you know.
My sage is going crazy, man. I got sage. It's got leaves on it, probably 6 inches long.
Speaking of that, I'll be right back. I'm going to see what he done with them because
that's unusual because sage usually gets, like that.
Sage. My sage leaves are, well, that's probably not 6 inches. Let me see. Let me see. Nope, it's not
Oh.
6 inches, but
Well, when did you put your broccoli and hold your broccoli? When did
my
you put your
broccoli, I went in early. My broccoli's been in the ground since
January, man.
end of February, beginning of March.
Oh no, that's no broccoli
Yeah.
don't like that heat like that. I
Yeah,
know
well,
y'all got a longer winter than we do.
yeah. Well, it's only 61 degrees here now, but um, it just didn't. It just went. I think my cauliflower is going to do the same thing. Cauliflower is huge.
It
It
bolted
almost,
on you before it went to a head, before it made the little broccoli
cauliflower
the
just the
broccoli
leaf.
head.
Yeah, that's what the broccoli's done. But the cauliflower, it almost looks like a damn cabbage plant growing. I still don't see no bud, no bloom in it yet.
Mm. Well, you know how to keep the sun from bleaching it, huh? Your cauliflower with the leaves and a rubber band.
Yeah, wrap 'em.
Okay.
Yeah, cover them.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might try it again as a fall crop.
Hey, MBL, there is no hot seat tomorrow.
Yeah, he doesn't have one. The real meat stick was supposed to be on there one day, but he said he's going to reschedule or something. Something came up or something else. I got his logo done. Now I was a little worried about his logo, and because he had some of his part of his logos got sliced open sausage, so you can see what's inside the sausage link. And I was like, man, this is. I told him, I said, this is ink, that's drawn up this design. I said, we're talking about thread. I don't know how well it's going to look, but I tell you what, man, I got that logo back from that guy yesterday or this morning rather, and I was like, damn, that thing looks good as shit. But that's another one. That thing, because of his background, is 30,000 stitches.
Woo!
So we're going to do another one now without all of his background. Yeah, it's crazy amount of stitches. I told him, I said, that's a $50 hat, I do things cheap, but even cheap with that is still, that thing's going to be on a machine for minimum an hour, and probably longer than that because Jeff's on there. But I did have one thread break with Jeff, so I didn't keep track of how much time it took me to rethread, pull everything down, and reset it, and thread it again.
Did you have to restart the whole thing?
No, you can. So it's sort of like when it knows that there's something different in attention, it'll stop. But it may go 100 stitches more. But what I do, you can actually, you have a picture on the touch screen, so you can just back it up, back stitch.
Back where it was.
Yeah. So, but when it breaks, sometimes if there's tension on that line, it'll break and it'll send it out. I mean, when this machine's threaded, it's got to come through here, which that's a tensioner. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, that's a tensioner. So then it comes down here. It goes around this wheel, back up around and back down. Then it goes down to a set of rollers here, back up to this arm again, and then back down to the roller again, and then back down, and then it gets threaded into the needle. So when it breaks, it could be major. So, but I mean, it's nothing that can't be fixed. It's just how long it's going to take. Yeah, working overtime. It's all right, as long as it's making money. Gas, grass, or ass. Nobody rides for free.
That's right.
You remember that, Russ?
Oh yeah, I
I
remember
do.
the bumper stickers.
Yep, that was
Yeah.
a sticker. Gas, grass, or ass. Nobody rides for free.
Yep. Seemed like yesterday.
You got me, Tyler. It's I'm changing over to Madeira. So whatever the Madeira is, I don't really know the exact size. but I was using the Royal thread that came with the machine, and very disappointed in that. A lot of breaks, always breaking.
The thread itself would break. Or...
Yeah, yeah. So I went with. I found a lady that wasn't too far away from me. That what's up, Tyler? Yeah, I answered your question before I said hello. Uh, what's up, Lewis? So I found. Well, there, Lewis knows a lot about. Exactly, knows a lot about the embroidery too. But I found a lady that went out of business, and I went up there, and she had cases and cases of threads in different colors, and they were all the tall, like 8-inch tall spools. And I bought a bunch of threads and stuff from her, $5 a spool. I couldn't pass it up.
Wow.
A post bed machine.
A buddy of mine in Texas has
Packages.
visited an auction site, and for $30 it went for. It was an auction lot. It was over $3,000 worth of embroidery thread. He was going to make yarn with it. He's got a yarn making machine, like they make a lasso.
Right.
They make rope, and all. He was going to do yarn. It was all embroidery thread, still in unopened boxes and all that. You know what embroidery thread is. You do it.
Yeah, I
Over
got
$3,000 worth. They got it for $30. I said, how much is that shipping going to cost you for all that, man? $200? He said, no, it's local. I'm like, wow.
I mean, this stuff was still on a wrapper.
Yeah, still in plastic.
I couldn't pass it up.
Imagine boxes and like 20 boxes of that stuff.
Yeah. I got a trade secret for you that I'll share since someone shared it with me. So you can actually buy these things on eBay. So if you're using a lot of thread, and you know how it's when you change thread colors, that thread's either going to unspool itself, it's going to make a mess. You got to put tape, then the glue from the tape sticks to the thread, just makes a mess down the road. This right here is chrysanthemum netting.
Oh, yeah.
So you got flower buds that are like chrysanthemums or roses or something from the floor. You stretch that over the spool.
It holds the thread in place.
Yes, sir.
Keeps it from unraveling. A lot better than a rubber band. There you go.
Yeah.
That's a little trick.
See, you deal in spools of thread. I deal in spools of solder.
Solder, yeah. I was trying to catch up.
Can y'all see this? Can y'all see that solder? Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Now it's big.
Oh, yeah.
This is angel hair fine solder. This is 0.0.
Triple lot.
0.015.
Okay.
15 thousandths of an inch. You know how to go 20 thousandths of an inch and bore in 40 thousandths with engine cylinders?
Yeah.
This is 15 thousandths. So 20 thousandths ain't that much bigger.
Yeah. I could probably tell you, Tyler. I just got the color chart. But what was he saying earlier? A 4-poster bed. Yeah, I actually. What do you do occasionally? I actually, Lewis, I did look at that because I was afraid of that. I just got a 4-post bed machine.
No, a post bed machine.
A post bed. Where the hell did I get 4? I must be sleepy. Thinking about going to bed.
They call you sleeper.
Yeah, a post bed machine looking to do leather patches on hat. What's a post bed machine?
I think this is affecting you more than me.
Post bed sewing machine. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about the thread thing. No, that's the royal thread, Lewis. Those are the royal ones.
Ooh, there's thundering. Might get more rain here in a bit.
Y'all are over my head. I don't have a clue. I know about the solder, but I don't know about none of that embroidery stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goodness. Dang, it's already 11 o'clock. Boy, this day shot the hell and back. My son woke me up at 8 o'clock this morning. I went and took a shower, and he picked me up at. He went and got the crawfish, swam by here and got me. Then I've been over there all day till about. I guess I got home about 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. Oh,
On TVs, didn't you do something, some type of transformer too, Boo?
Huh?
Didn't you do something with some type of transformers or something? No.
When? Not that long ago?
Yeah, repaired something.
Oh yeah, for power supply, board for TV.
Yeah.
And I know when I did that review on that case to portable soldering iron, that little mini one with the C210 tips that go in it. I know I did a review video on that, and I was hitting transformer wires that were in these eyelets. And these eyelets, man, it's a huge ground plane on that circuit board. I'll grab this. I got one right here. Like, see that transformer
Mm-hmm.
right there? Well, on the backside, them Samsungs, they got these huge ground planes. And there's an eyelet in there, and the eyelets are made out of aluminum, and that takes the heat away from a soldering iron tip. And so you got to have something that's really got some oomph behind it to heat that up and keep it hot while you putting that cold solder to it. And that little portable iron, man, it amazed the heck out of me. You know, Case just sent me that to do that with, and I'm like, man, I'm sold on this thing. I've got Case product, KSDER soldering. I got a big soldering station. I've got it's got a menu heck on it. It does the job. It stands by after whatever I got it set it for in the menu. Got a 32-bit microprocessor on it, and then it'll go to sleep after a time. After a few more minutes. So once it goes to sleep, that's it. I'm looking at it right now, sleeping 25 degrees Celsius, and that's my room temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. When I solder and I do hot air rework, like with this, I got that set on like 250, and you can't put your hand that by your hand for more than 2-3 seconds. You'll blister yourself. Even at 250. Hell, pick up a square off of a slab, framing square, anything metal on a brand new slab that you building the house on. In the summertime, you can't touch it. It's so hot. You need gloves. Well, imagine 250 instead of 100 degrees.
Yeah. So what I mean, with today's technology, I mean, so VCRs, I'm sure you can't be doing a whole hell of a lot of them, I would think, but
You'd be
is
surprised.
that the difference between here and Louisiana?
You'd be surprised. Yeah, I mean, people save stuff down here in the South. People save stuff.
I do too. I got an old 8-track machine I had fixed because I had 8-track tapes. I didn't want to go out and replace all the 8-tracks with CDs, or cassettes.
It's people with money that throw a lot of stuff away. Down here, there's still shops that are open that you can actually. I don't have an official shop. I got a shop in my house, but I'm going to move my workbench over to my front foyer front room. When you walk in the front door, to the right, that's going to be my office and shop right there. Material's a little expensive right now, but I got most of the material for my work now.
Yeah.
It's just I got a wire from my box
I
outside.
do. I actually do, Chris. I do have a Betamax machine still.
You?
Oh, Beta. Man, Beta. A lot of people didn't like Beta.
They were
When
better
VHS
than
came out, a
VHS.
lot of people didn't like Beta. But man, Beta is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
The
Especially
only
Beta
reason
Pro.
the quality was better. The only reason VHS won out was because you get 8 hours recording time on a tape versus the 5 hours on a Beta. I had a Betamax, and then I even had a Sony big Betamax camera. That was my first video camera ever, and that thing looked like watching WLOX news. It looked so good, and this is way before high def,
Right.
And I mean, it looked good for
Yeah.
that
Back in
back
the
then. It was
480
early
days.
'80s,
Yeah.
And I used to subscribe to a magazine every month called Video. It was a video magazine, and no wonder I eventually started a YouTube channel, because I was definitely into video.
Night, Eddie.
But
Night,
yeah, I like Beta. I had a bunch of old tapes, and I thought about trying to buy an old Betamax off of eBay, or better yet, just get it digitized and put them on CDs or whatever. But I got tired of moving them. I threw every one of them away, and I really regret that because I got video of my little boys when they were real little. I meant still pooping in their diapers. That's how little they are. And yeah, that tape would go bad. It deteriorates over time, and finally, I carried them so many years, I just got rid of it.
Once you start getting that white stuff on it, it's just about done. There's
Yeah.
a little bit you can do for it, but
Yeah,
man,
there's a
it's so
company,
long.
I hear it on the radio sometime, where you can send your tapes off and they'll digitize all that onto,
Oh,
Yeah.
They'll,
it
they'll
lasts
archive
forever
it
now.
for you.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
They
but
have now where you can put it on a flash drive, memory stick.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but there's so many copies of Debbie Does Dallas. I didn't figure I needed to spend any more money on shit. I can get it on a CD.
Probably just get it online, right?
I saw that when I was a young adult. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I saw it when I was a teenager, an older teenager.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
15, 16, I was when Debbie Does Dallas came out.
Dirty old man.
Yeah.
what was that one with it had John Holmes and Linda Lovelace?
Loveless.
Yeah. And supposedly she was like forced to do all that, almost like in Sex Slave or something, supposedly.
Really?
But that wasn't John Holmes in that video, Deep Throat, was it?
John Holmes, I think, was in Deep Throat. Yeah,
Was he?
big old 13-inch donger.
Yeah, I didn't know that was him in there.
Yeah,
All right, Derek.
yeah, he died of AIDS.
Yeah, boy, you talking when they announced he had AIDS, there was a lot of women were scared.
Yeah, thousands actually. That was one ugly dude, and what got me is, even though he might have been hung like a mule, it just kind of, it wasn't like this. It was always just kind of, hey everybody.
What's that guy's name that portrayed him in the movie? He played on Cheers. Woody Harrelson.
Oh, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We are officially in After Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Randy's probably wish he missed this, or wish he was here for this one.
Supposed to watch it.
Man, that was a long time ago. Good
He
Lord.
said he was messed up worse than chicken soup sandwich.
How old are you, Boo?
Me?
Yeah.
My next birthday, I'll be 60.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that much older. Got you by about going on 5 years, I reckon. Ron Jeremy is an ugly MFer, but he made thousands of movies. Yes, he did. He ain't as ugly as John Holmes. John Holmes is just ugly.
He the North. He was
It's fugly.
main
Yeah,
attraction
ugly.
for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy, he was a fat slob. Just
He turned into a fat slob.
he
When
had a big old belly on him.
Yeah, he does now, but back when he was young, he might have been a little stocky back then, but he's definitely fat now.
Oh yeah, he got into trouble. I think he's in jail.
Yeah.
Lewis was saying he saw him in a show of the Hoarders.
Yeah, I've seen him on mainstream TV a time or two.
Is that right?
Everybody knows who he is, I reckon. Or should
Tracy
know.
Lord went straight acting. Acting, I mean.
Oh yeah, she was doing films when she was 15, and they had to pull
Yeah.
all that off the shelves.
Yeah.
I better not say it. Never mind. No, you remember the old video stores, and they always had an adult section.
Oh, yeah.
But I knew the girl that worked in there, and anyway, she was telling me that they had some Tracy. What's her name? Tracy what? What you just said?
Lord.
Yeah, Tracy Lord. They had some of her videos in there. They had to pull them off the shelves.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? What'd y'all do with them? I said, we still got them. We just can't rent them. I said, can you sell them? No.
Damn.
But yeah, I remember her telling me that, man. It's like, but that
She
girl was
was-
15 and she faked her age,
Yeah, she had a driver's license that she was 19 or whatever.
I'm sure
a real driver's license.
I'm sure there's probably been more than just her that done that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
She was the main attraction for a while.
Oh yeah.
Then Rachel or something, she came on the scene. She was the main attraction for a while.
I don't remember her. Yeah, that was back when we were teenagers, man.
Yeah.
Video stores, maybe not, but definitely them old porn movies.
I remember the reel to reel. A buddy of mine's daddy had a projector and had the reel to reel. And
Oh yeah.
when his daddy was offshore and his mama was at work, my two buddies, their mom was at work, we bring a couple of chicks over to the house and put on the reel to reel.
Be reel to reel and hand to whatever.
Watch a movie and get them prepped.
Yeah. Amber Lynn, I remember her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't never. I mean, now it's more abundant than ever, and you don't never hear names or stuff like they used to back in them days. Used to be they made a name for themselves. You don't, I couldn't even name one nowadays.
Now it's like they make the money, like 1 or 2 films, and they're gone.
Yeah, it's like more now than ever. No, that you got all this live streaming stuff going on, and those are just people in their homes. They, tons of them. My good gracious. Pardon me. I'm fixing to get off here, guys. I'm getting tired.
I think I'm gonna call it because I got a busy day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't really have no plans, but I'm just getting tired, so go lay down.
All right.
All right, y'all.
I guess Rep will find out when he gets back.
Yep. No, he's gone. He's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Seika. I remember Seika too.
All right, people. Simon, we'll see you tomorrow evening.
Yes, sir.
I got I got the email too, by the way. I checked earlier.
Sounds good.
Later, guys.
All right.
All right. Good
Bye.
night.
All right.
Oh. Good night, boo. Where are we?
We still on?